Happy Halloween. Because every day is kind of Halloween for me anyways.
I think the craziest Halloween costume I'm going to see is happening this year because I have a friend who's going to go as Black Lives Matter. And he's just going to put like a cardboard box around him with like hashtag Black Lives Matter.
My friend Courtney is going as a pumpkin spice latte, which is like really adorable.
I dressed like Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy last year.
I transform myself into a rich Hollywood producer who is like aging poorly, and that would be me on the back because I really want to show the sagging ass. You know, that's a nice one.
My favorite Halloween costume I've seen all year is the people with the beards and they eat the bagels and they speak about money and stuff. What is that costume? Oh yeah, the Jews.
I've seen some men really kind of step up their game with some kind of gory stuff, but don't throw shit together last minute. Don't because that's sometimes men wait until the last minute and they try to turn in the assignment late. They'll like wrap newspaper around themselves and be like, oh hey, I'm the New York Times or something stupid.
I would dress him up like Hannibal Lecter, and then 10 minutes later he'd have to be like Phil Coulson from Marvel, and then Freddy Krueger. We do it in order like that.
Like everybody knows that Halloween is just an excuse for somebody to dress up like a slut, right?
It's funny when people say that because I dress slutty every day. So Halloween is like not an excuse for me. But the prudes are always like, oh look at me, I'm a bunny this year. So that's how I feel. Fuck the bunny in the ear, you know what I'm saying? Like they're better than everyone else, Fuck you.
If you really want to be full on nude and really be slutty, like go to a safe place. Go to like a swingers club. But I just feel like, Halloween that's not the place for that.
I had somebody come in a leotard, a nun leotard, with you know what a habit looks like, black and white. This was just the same thing, but barely visible because it was that small. It was made of a leotard, but it was supposed to be a habit. And let me tell you, she was not holy.
They say things behind your back and like, oh my god, look at what she's wearing. On Halloween, it's fair game. You can pretty much just wear your underwear outside and like maybe some cat ears and you're good. It's a costume.
I would really want to dress like a nun in a really small leotard. I didn't get to do it back then, so now's the time.
Just in case you don't know, I know you asked me, I'm just telling you right now again. It's my official statement, there is no Halloween in Montenegro.
And then when I was younger, I was a cheerleader, and my costume didn't even come with pom-poms. And like, I grew up in the Bronx, so we was a little bit po. So my aunt ended up making some pom-poms out of paper. She was really creative.
I mean, there were some people that were giving me sweets on the street, like random people, but I don't think that had nothing to do with Halloween.
Back in my country, Qatar, we don't have Halloween because all year round is very scary.
Most of my childhood was spent in New York, so trick-or-treating was tricky. You had to, it was kind of a crapshoot. You had to hope that the person on whose door you knocked wasn't drunk or, some sort of in the middle of shooting porn.
I lived in awesome suburban America before people were scared to have their kids go out and trick-or-treating. So we would go out with huge pillowcases, like king-size pillowcases, and just go around and around and around and get as much candy as we could. And then we come home and then we share it and then we give all the crappy candy to our parents.
I think it's different in the city. It's not like in the movies where you have this quaint little neighborhood and you go from door to door and you know all your neighbors in your cul-de-sac. It's not like that.
There was 800 kids on one street that would all go from house to house and fight over the best candy. And we had pillowcases. So you would fill these pillowcases up, bags weren't enough. We'd fill up pillowcases until they were overflowing and then have to go home and we'd have a trading circle where we'd trade all of our candy. And I always got the Reese's Pieces, no matter what I had to do to get them. No matter what I had to do to get them.
In Brooklyn,
it was kind of like, you know, how fast could you run? Because in between the trick-or-treaters and the throwing the eggs, there was always somebody out there willing to take your sneakers or snatch your gold chain. So you just had to know how to run.
Our meanest thing that we did for tricks was go corning. Yeah, how redneck is that? We would go pick corn from the cornfields and the farms nearby, and it was nice and hard, and we'd rub it off of the cobs, fill our cheerleading jackets full of hard kernels of corn, and then run up to somebody's house and go 1, 2, 3, and throw the kernels of corn and scare them, and then scamper off. Yeah, wild kids, crazy town.
Yo, Harlem trick-or-treating is like, you don't know what you're gonna get, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might get a candy, but you might get some crack, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. Like, that should be wrapped up mad nice, and then, boom, next thing you know, you're 8 years old, smoking crack by mistake and shit.
This is also a place where, you know, my mom used to let us go catch crawdads in the creek, which turns out to be sewage runoff, but none of us are allergic to peanuts, so.
Oh, I love Snickers. Now Snickers that's prime time. You're in the money when you have Snickers.
I loved the Tootsie Pops. My favorite candy to get as a kid was the Tootsie Pops, but the different flavors. Because, you know, they had like the yellow one, they had the blue one that was vanilla, but it didn't make sense because it was blue.
I didn't really like the candy so much as I really liked just taking the candy from my sister. I mean, I didn't really want it, so I'd just take all the candy from her and hide it away just so she couldn't have it.
Man, my favorite candy as a kid was smoothies. Do they even make those anymore? They were the peanut butter on peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter cups, but they weren't Reese's. They were just, peanut butter. They were fantastic.
The best part about trick-or-treating was when I would get, you know, those 2 packs of this Starburst, and both of them were pink. I was like, oh, yes.
It was like the Smedley the elephant, Captain Crunch. It was all peanut butter put into a peanut butter cup. It was fantastic. It was like crack to me.
Any premium chocolate candy was awesome. Like the Baby Roots were good. What else did I really enjoy? The Reese's peanut butter cups.
I mean, I don't really eat candy, obviously.
The hard candy, that was the bullshit candy.
Well, I gotta keep it real with you, man. Like, my favorite Halloween candy, that lean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stay on that shit all day, every day. So that scissor, you know what I'm saying?
Or sometimes people would give you money.
And definitely don't give me any freaking fruit.
Pennies, sometimes like pennies, quarters, nickels, dimes, they like throw them in your bag and then it gets really heavy. So it was cool though.
Shame on any of these people that are opening their doors to trick-or-treaters and giving them apples. Fuck out of here. Kids don't want that.
Actually, I'm the rare person that actually likes candy corn.
I still like candy corn, like a lot.
Candy corn is also good.
I love candy corn. Candy corn is so good. I will rot my teeth eating candy corn.
I will kill a 5-year-old for some candy corn.
I don't know, is it candy? Is it corn? I'm not sure.
I don't see the point of candy corn. It reminds me of nursing homes.
What's wrong with candy corn? I mean, it's free candy. Like, turn down free blowjobs and free crack. I don't turn down free drinks. I just walk away and don't talk to the guy. It's something out of it. Tracy Jane, I hope you liked the video. Please give us a like and give us a nice comment at the end. Show some love. Waka waka. Happy Halloween!
Oh my goodness, no. We do not have our hind and hinter parts flying against the wind, flapping wide open for mosquitoes and all types of armadillo to run inside. That is very dangerous. You must cover up and be decent for your husband on your wedding night. On your wedding night, we will dress you up and we will paint your breasts with juniper paste. And your husband, he cannot deny your sensuality and your lovability and your womanhood.